In today's video, I'm going to be winning a championship in every single era in this MyNBA mode. We're going to be starting off with the Magic versus Bird era. This is right before MJ entered the league. We're starting off in the 1983 to 84 season, and we're running with the Golden State Warriors. This Warriors team is okay, but the main team we're going to have to get past is the Lakers, with Kareem and Magic and other players like Jamal Wilkes and James Worthy. Year one, I wasn't really sure what direction to take initially. I wanted to try and get some picks, but I also wasn't sure if maybe we could build a contender. Ultimately, I found out it was really hard to trade for stars in this mode. There was a really limited amount of high overall players, and teams really wanted to hold on to their guys. So while I was able to make a couple moves to improve the roster, overall, there really wasn't too much that I could do to make this roster a championship contender, but I did add a really valuable first round pick, so I wouldn't consider it a complete loss, and we're going to go ahead and start simulating the season because there just isn't too much that we can do with this squad year one. But hopefully we can land a good draft pick and build on that. Larry Bird is your league MVP, Sleepy Floyd is most improved, and Brad Nelson coaches a 69-win team. I'm guessing that's probably the Lakers, because yeah, the Lakers go crazy in this. Magic and Kareem is going to be a tough duo to get past, but Kareem gets old after a little bit, so hopefully we can just weather the storm, wait till he gets old and then try to make our move up in the standings. But year one, yeah, they got the ring. I told y'all they're going to be tough. Now we're going to try to make some trades to get some draft picks because we don't have our draft pick. I found that out in the offseason. I think that the Warriors traded the pick as a part of some move in real life. I don't know, man, but we don't have the pick ultimately. This was like 1980 something. Y'all expect me to know my 1980s draft pick history? Get out of here. We're trying to get the number one pick though so we can land Michael Jordan. That's going to be huge for this roster. Of course, I mean, that's the, debatable GOAT, one of the top three players of all time. I'm not trying to get into it with the comment section, but after giving up picks to get MJ, I'm trying to get some more picks. So y'all know the 2K cheese, just trade players who barely play and then get some picks. Michael Jordan is now a Golden State Warrior with our number one overall pick. He's going to be a franchise cornerstone for us. I mean, of course, it's Michael Jordan. We're also going to go out and try to sign Jim Paxson. This is back in the days when players weren't making these huge bags. I mean, they're still making a ton of money, but the bags weren't as crazy as they were now in the modern day. You got guys making over $40 million a season, but now I just sound like an old head talking about the good old days or whatever. Bro, I don't know, bro. This probably wasn't the good old days. They were averaging, 90 points per game, bro? Like, come on now. This was, bro, let's be honest. The modern era is more talented, but let me stop trashing on the old head era. Y'all are cool too. Y'all got Michael, y'all got Magic, y'all got Larry, but we got like Steph Curry, KD, LeBron. We got Wembanyama. Y'all didn't have a 7'6" dude cross tween coming up the floor. Y'all didn't have that back in the day, but this season was definitely a step forward behind our rookie Michael Jordan. Although we didn't make the playoffs, Mike was doing his thing, and that's really all that matters. We just got to wait on Kareem to get old, and then we'll be okay? All right, and we were able to land the third overall pick this year. So in addition to having Michael Jordan on the squad, we got the third pick to make some improvements. And now in this NBA draft, I'm really hoping we can land Patrick Ewing, but the Bulls take him from us. I really wanted Patrick Ewing on the squad, and now I'm trying to find a move for this pick because it's pretty much useless if we can't get Patrick Ewing. And Walter Davis looks solid for the roster, 86 overall. Why not go ahead and add him? But unfortunately, Walter, it was a short-lived time. We're going to go out and get Jack Sikma because we get a really valuable first-round pick back in exchange in that trade. So I thought that was pretty much a no-brainer there. Now I got to move some positions around and we're going to get ready for the season. We don't have a very deep roster at all, but it'll be okay. Things will work themselves out. We got Michael Jordan. Eventually, things will work. All right. By the end of this season, we took a huge step forward. We won 53 games. Larry Bird is your MVP. Patrick Ewing, I wish we could have had him. He would have been huge for the team. Byron Scott, sixth man of the year. The Lakers just run the league, bro. Akeem Olajuwon at the time, he ends up winning what did he win? DPOY and most improved? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not going to lie. But if you're going on to enjoy this video, or not going on, if you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the videos, don't subscribe. Yeah, that's basically all I'm saying. We're finally here in the playoffs. It's year 3. I know El Rebuilder, but we got a squad. Y'all can't even lie. We're going up against the San Antonio Spurs. We're favored in this matchup as the number 4 seed. And remember, these were 3-game first rounds, so we were able to get out of there in 5. That meant that was basically a game 7. A game 5 was like a game 7, winner take all. All right. Game number 1 of this series, we lose. Game number 2, we lose. Game number 3, we lose. Yeah, it's Magic, bro. It's Magic. We're not ready. We're not ready. They did it again. Is that 3 in a row? This isn't even fair. And this year, we aren't able to land a top pick. We do have a lottery pick that's 12th, but I'm trying to make some moves around the draft. And here's our guy, Patrick Ewing. He's available in the trade finder, and we get the 4th pick. That's a no-brainer trade. We got to trade 2 first and Jack Sikma, but Patrick Ewing's going to take that jump in overall, I can almost guarantee you. So we'll be good. And boom, Jack Sikma's back for that 4th pick. We just finessed y'all. We're back. We got Patrick Ewing. We got Jack Sikma. We've got a squad now. We're about to go crazy this year. Lakers, y'all better watch out. I know Kareem's getting old. He's still getting a couple little sky hooks here and there, but Mike's here. Mike's ready to get his buckets. It's his time now. Over 30 points per game. Oh my goodness. What a season for Michael Jordan. He's on the All-NBA first team. And was Magic on the Spurs? Yo, the Lakers, they're done. But that Spurs team was solid last year. They took us to 5 and now they got Magic. Maybe we need to worry about them because they're in the same conference as us. But hopefully we can avoid them in this year's NBA playoffs. We've got the Lakers still. I'm not really sure who they have. They got old man Kareem. I mean, they still got a decent team considering they lost Magic. But there's no reason we shouldn't be able to get past Kareem and the Lakers with our crazy front court with Jack Sikma and Patrick Ewing, and we're able to get out of there in just 4 games. Now we've got the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got a nice team, especially Clyde Drexler. It's the MJ versus Clyde Drexler matchup. And yeah, MJ took that personally. Y'all better get out of here. Come on, Portland. It's over. It's over. We're out of there in 5. And we're going to the conference finals. And look who it is. It's Magic. They got George Gervin, Clark Kellogg. Okay. They kind of got a team out there, but hopefully we can beat them. This is going to be a tough one. MJ versus Magic. We're headed to a game 5. We win that one. And in game number 7, we're able to take the series home. Michael Jordan, a young Michael Jordan, is able to beat Magic, averaging over 30 a game in the playoffs. Look at Patrick Ewing, too. I mean, his numbers dipped a little bit in the playoffs, but he's still getting his. He's still doing his thing. And then Jim Paxson out here getting buckets for us. And now we're in the finals against Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. They've got a nice team, too. They've kind of been overshadowed by the Lakers, but now they're getting overshadowed by us. That's a 4-game sweep. Michael Jordan, Finals MVP, and we're able to get the ring in the first era of this video. Now we're moving on to the Jordan era. After the Jordan ring, we're moving on to the Jordan era. And this time we're rebuilding the New Jersey Nets. This was right before the draft where Shaq came into the league, so we're in the 1991-92 season. And my approach this time is going to be to completely tank. I want to get as many picks as possible. That pick from Denver looks good, so why not go out and get it? That's kind of going to be what I'm focusing on for this rebuild. I want to lose as many games as possible, get as much draft capital as we possibly can, and then go out there and try to build something from there. Because remember, Shaq is coming into the league this offseason in the 1992 draft. And also, there's Alonzo Mourning in that draft. So I'd like to get both of them. We could put together a really nice front court, and then who knows where we go from there. We could have cap space to sign players. That's kind of going to be the approach I'm going with for this rebuild, and it shows because, yeah, we barely won any games. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of embarrassing. Michael Jordan and the Bulls are going to be like the Lakers of this league because they're going to run things out here right now. So, in the draft lottery, this is our NBA Finals. We need these picks to convey for us. We need to get as many high picks as possible, and we're able to land number 1 via Denver. But I also want to get the number 2 pick, so I'm going out and trying to trade Kenny Anderson. I had trouble trying to trade him earlier due to his contract. We were able to package him in some picks, and now we're picking not only at number 1, but at number 2 as well. And we also have the number 4 pick, but I'm taking a different approach. I want to get a young player, Larry Johnson. He could be really good for our squad, and after a little bit of negotiating, we were able to go out there and make the deal happen. Plus, we've still got picks 1 and 2, so our young core is about to be ridiculous with Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, and Larry Johnson out there hooping for us. We're about to have a squad, and we still have picks to build with. I think that this should be a lot easier than that Michael Jordan, or not the Michael Jordan era, the Larry Bird era, whatever. When we had Michael Jordan, the Bird versus the last rebuild, y'all just saw it. But all right, let's go ahead and let's get into it. We've got like 5 players on the roster, so that's not good, but hopefully we'll be able to work things out. Michael Jordan still doing his thing this year, 1993 MVP. David Robinson, the Defensive Player of the Year, and Dante Edwards is the Rookie of the Year. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into these playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see how our team can perform because of the fact that, yeah, we're pretty young. I mean, we've got a nice team, but it's really early on for us. We're in here as the 2 seed, a 52-win team, and Shaq's rookie season is kind of crazy. But yeah, I was kind of worried as we're a young team and we end up losing in the first round to the 7th seed. But David Robinson is a free agent. And although we've got a clogged front court, if we could get a star like David Robinson, why not? And I also want to try to pair up Shaq and Penny once again. So I'm going for the number 1 overall pick. And I'm also trying to trade Lionel Simmons because that'll clear up some cap space so that we can go after David Robinson. That was a big brain move, wasn't it? Because now we're going to be able to draft Penny Hardaway in this draft. Penny and Shaq are back, but unfortunately Penny Hardaway is a 78 overall. I'm really regretting that move, but it's okay because we can go get David Robinson, right? Nah, we don't have enough cap space, so we got to go clear up some more. Unfortunately, Michael Williams, you're going to get packed up. We're going to get some first-round picks, and now hopefully we can have the money to sign David Robinson, or so I thought. Do y'all see how it says we have cap space, but I can't offer him more money? I don't understand, but eventually I just waited until later in free agency. I think it was glitched because nobody was signing him. I don't know what was going on, but later on my offer was good, so he was willing to take it, and boom, we offer the deal to David Robinson. It says the Spurs are his number 1 team, but yeah, we were actually able to land David Robinson. Like, what? What happened, 2K? Y'all need to get your glitches in check, but now we've got a problem in the front court because I don't think Alonzo Mourning's going to be able to play the 3, and then we have to move like Larry Johnson to the 2, so unfortunately Alonzo Mourning is going to get moved, but we can add Steve Smith and Glenn Rice, so that's going to give us more depth. We kind of had a depth issue, and welcome back to the team, Michael Williams, 86 overall point guard. Penny is going to be good, but we kind of need somebody ready for right now. We got D-Rob on the team. We're ready to take that next step as a squad. We basically only got a 6-deep rotation of guys who I feel like I can really trust, but that didn't really matter. We won over 70 games on the season. Mike's still dominating, but our team was good. We had 3 guys on the All-NBA 3rd team, and we were the number 1 seed in the conference. And this season, it was a team effort. Shaq was leading the way, but other guys were also out there getting buckets for us. And yeah, you can see we won over 70 games on the year. We're here. We won the championship. David Robinson is your finals MVP. Now we're in the 2002 to 2003 season, the Kobe era. This is right prior to when LeBron, D. Wade, Chris Bosh, and Melo all got drafted. So yeah, I want to go and try and get some picks, but an opportunity to get a young player in Baron Davis seems like a good one for me, so I'm going to go get him by trading away Gary Payton. And also, if I didn't mention this, we're running with the Supersonics. But yeah, it's all about stacking up draft capital. That's what I'm trying to do. And also, if you're watching this far, yeah, I'm going to ask you to subscribe again. Subscribe to the channel, all right? If you're enjoying the video, that's it. I'm not going to beg you to subscribe if you don't like the content, but if you like the content, subscribe. All right, man. Yeah, basically, I just went out and got a bunch of picks. I didn't want to show every single trade, but y'all get the gist, man. It's just the 2K cheese, and yeah, now we have a crazy stack pile of picks. We're about to go crazy in this draft, but this season, not so much. We didn't win too many games. Shaq is your MVP, and yeah, now we got to worry about the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. Baron Davis is here with the Supersonics. He ends up making the All-NBA 3rd team. He was a really good pickup for us. Dirk is your champion this year. Kind of surprising to see them win the ring. But now we're moving on to the draft lottery, our NBA finals, as I said earlier when we were rebuilding. And we've got a couple picks that could land, and we end up getting the 2nd overall pick. But that's not enough. This is LeBron, D. Wade, Melo, and Bosh we're talking about. I'm trying to get top 3 picks. I'm trying to get all those top 3 picks, basically, is what I'm saying. And I had to trade Rashard Lewis and a bunch of future firsts, but it didn't matter. We need those picks. We got the 2nd overall one. Now we're trying to get the 3rd so we can draft all top 3 spots. They want one of our top picks. That's not going to happen. But after some negotiating, we were able to make the trade happen. We have so many firsts to work with, and now that's going to really benefit us because we can get Bron, we can get D-Wade, we can also go out and get Carmelo Anthony. I feel like our team can at least be a playoff team year one, but to help us out even more, I'm going to go out and try to sign Jermaine O'Neal. We're his number one offer, and I was able to land him, and then I was also able to land Gilbert Arenas. And if y'all don't know, in these Kobe era simulations, Gilbert Arenas is a cheat code. As you can see, his overall already went up a ton. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's about to go crazy. And look at our rotation. We've got some young guys, so even if we don't win it this year, we have a ton of development that's going to be coming up for us. And yeah, Gilbert Arenas, the MVP of the league, the 2004 NBA MVP. Bron is your rookie of the year. Ridiculous. This was a great start to this rebuild. Gilbert is all NBA first team. LeBron in his rookie season is all NBA third team, and we're the number one seed. So I thought this was all about to be light work, and we end up making the finals and losing in 7 to Tracy McGrady by 2 points in game 7, bro. Oh my gosh. I should have simcasted, but I was like, I got a little too cocky. I thought, oh, it's going to be easy, and Tracy McGrady takes us down. He ends up getting a ring though, so that's kind of cool. And now they're adding the Charlotte Bobcats to the league, which means we're going to lose a player to the expansion draft. Luckily, I was able to trade one of our guys who's above an 80 overall for 2 guys who are above 80 overall, so I ended up releasing Doug Christie as a result of the expansion draft, and now we're going to go ahead and move forward. As you can see, the development from our guys was ridiculous. Year 2, LeBron is your MVP. I know, that's crazy, but yeah, year 2 Bron, MVP and DPOY. Can he win the finals MVP as well? That'd be absolutely wild. No Gilbert Arenas on any All-NBA teams after last year. He was the MVP. Don't really know what happened there. I mean, he ended up having a good season. It wasn't as crazy as his MVP year, but I mean, that's just because a lot of our guys were hooping. Of course, in particular, LeBron, because he was the league MVP. But we're the 1 seed once again. The Magic are also the 1 seed over there, so we got to watch out. Nah, they lost in the first round. We don't have to watch out for them. We got the Lakers, so that's Kobe and Shaq. And now we're in the finals against the Pistons. We win in 7. Probably should have simcasted it again, YouTuber, but we ended up blowing them out anyway. LeBron is the finals MVP, so year 2 Bron, MVP, DPOY, and then finals MVP. Now we're in the modern era. I did this as a start today, and we're running with the Detroit Pistons. They recently picked up James Wiseman, and we're going to see what we can do with this Pistons squad. Now, year 1, we're past the trade deadline. There's nothing I can really do. We're just going to simulate and see what happens with the playoffs and all that, and then move on to the draft lottery. I did import the draft class, which means Victor Wembanyama is going to be in the draft, but we only end up landing the 7th overall pick. The Blazers are picking number 1 this year, so I had to go out and try and acquire as much future draft capital as I could so that I could package it together and then go out and try to get that number 1 pick. I also made some other moves just trying to get our team younger, and ultimately if I can get some young guys, then I could try to go ahead and make a trade for that 1st overall pick. With some of our other picks and also Keegan Murray, we were able to land number 1 overall, which means Victor Wembanyama is a Detroit Piston. I know a lot of Pistons fans are probably rooting for him to join the team, and I held on to the 7th pick. I used that one to draft Amen Thompson, and now our draft is done. A really good one, I would say. Then it's time to get more draft picks. I'm not expecting this year to be crazy, but I have a move in my back pocket that could make this year crazy. I'm trying to go out and get as much cap space as possible and also get as many picks as I possibly can, because if we can go into free agency, sign some guys, use them in potential trades, also end up getting draft picks for the guys we trade to clear cap space. So like, look, I'm adding Kristaps Porzingis to the team, but we're going to use him as a future trade guy, and then I also ended up adding Miles Turner to the roster as well, so we can use him as a potential trade candidate. Gary Trent Jr. I was also able to sign, Y'all see the master plan. Just wait for when this goes down. I'm trying to tell y'all, I got a plan. Usually if you wait till a little bit in the season, if you're new to the channel, I've talked about this before, but some teams are selling and rebuilding. And we were around, I believe, like a little over 40 games in the season, and I was trying to make a move for Zion. And yeah, this took a lot to try and make this move happen, but we were able to get Zion Williamson on the team. And we're just a little below 500 now, so we can really make a push at the playoffs if we can make some of the right type of moves. And I was going after LaMelo. I included Wembanyama, but we were able to get it done. So now we got LaMelo and Zion. Now it's about bolstering the depth. Thomas Bryant and Corey Kispert, I went ahead and added them to the team as well. And now we've got a really nice 9-man rotation, and we've got our stars with LaMelo, Cade, and Zion. And that's a really cool young core that I think we should be able to build with. And I know we traded Wembanyama. It was a little bit of a dumb move, but we got LaMelo, so like it's cool. All right, it'll work out. We got LaMelo, Cade, and Zion. I think we'll be cool. And this year was a really good year for us. We were the 2nd seed, even though we weren't playing that well around like the trade deadline or whenever we made those moves. It wasn't going that well. I mean, I guess we're kind of frauds because we're getting cooked by the Hawks. It's basically the same team they have in real life, and we end up losing to them. So like, what happened there? I don't know, but it's time for more moves. We're going to go out and get Mitchell Robinson. That trade was an absolute finesse, by the way, and our squad is ridiculous. This team, I don't think anybody can mess with us, man. We got 390 pluses. We got Jaden Ivey, who's an 85, and around the All-Star break, we're sitting at almost 40 wins on the season. I wanted to get even better, though. And with having a guy in Amen Thompson who's young, I was able to add Lauri Markkanen and Cole Anthony while also trading away Mitchell Robinson. That made our team better for the now, and that's kind of what I'm focused on. So if there's young guys who we have to trade to get better right now, that's what I'm trying to do. And Jaden Ivey, I'm sorry, you're no exception, especially if we can get younger. I mean, not younger, but we still stay young with the guy in Scotty Barnes, and we get Fred VanVleet. That was a good move for us. And now we've got crazy depth heading into the playoffs. Ja Morant is your MVP this year. That's 2 MVPs in a row. Jaden Ivey's trying to show us we made a mistake. So is Victor Wembanyama, but our squad's nice, so I'm not too worried about it. Heading into these playoffs, we were looking really good. We're the number 1 seed. We easily get out of round 1. The Hawks, they can't even beat us anymore, and we're in the NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I thought it was going to be an easy series. It ended up going to a Game 7 where we lost, and it was kind of that we blew it in the 4th quarter, which sucks. 2 years in a row where I really thought we had a chance and we ended up losing. But we just got to run it back again. It's going to be okay. Zion's playing the 5 now, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that, but we didn't really have a 5. So I was like, Zion, you got it, bro. And yeah, Zion's starting at the center position now. But let's go ahead and let's see what we can do in year number 3. It's another good season in the wins column, and LaMelo Ball is the MVP of the league. LaMelo's playing crazy. I don't even regret trading Victor for him, especially considering it would have took some time for Victor to develop, and LaMelo was a little bit further along than Victor was in his development, so I think it all worked out. We end up getting out of the first round against the Pacers easily, and then round 2, the Celtics give us a huge scare. We go down 3-0, but we take the next 2, then we take another one, and then in Game 7, we get out of there. We're moving on to the conference finals after the 3-0 comeback, and we ride that momentum into the NBA Finals, beating the Nets in 6, and it's a rematch against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got a squad, I'm not going to lie, but I feel like our team's better. Let's go ahead and let's try to get them out of here this time. It's a close back and forth series. We take a 3-2 lead and we win in 6. I hope y'all enjoyed. I really enjoyed making this video for y'all. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.